going on, Bulls fans? Happy Monday, and thank you guys so much for tuning into the Bulls Report today. But coming up on today's show, we're going to be looking at the Eastern Conference play-in standings as the Bulls actually have a chance to land the number 8 seed heading into the playoffs. And then also, the Bulls dismantled the Hornets Sunday afternoon thanks to Kobe White dropping 37 points yet again. So we'll do a deep dive on that game. But also, a little programming announcement here on the show. We're actually going live for the Cavaliers game tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. So probably live around 5:30, 5:45 to do a pregame show. But we'll be live for the entire game, giving live play-by-play, post-game reaction. It's going to be a ton of fun. So if you guys are going to tune in, first off, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications so you guys will get notified when we do go live for the game. But then also type me down below in the comment section if you guys will be there. All right, let's dive into the play-in standings here. So the Bulls are cutting that gap between them and the Atlanta Hawks. So the Orlando Magic are still holding down the 7 seed at 38-40. Atlanta 37-41, the 8 seed, and then the Bulls actually jumped the Miami Heat yesterday, and they were 36-42. Then the Heat are 35-43. First off, I will say this: the bottom half of the Eastern Conference is one of the worst I have ever seen in a conference over recent memory. I mean, the top 6 seeds are fine, but even like the Indiana Pacers, the Detroit Pistons, the Bucks without Dame, like even those 3 teams ahead of these 4 teams right here, there's really nothing to write home about. Like the Eastern Conference, it really feels like this year is just a 2-team race between the Celtics and the Cavs, and if that is the Eastern Conference Finals, I know myself, I would be picking Boston. So this conference, there's a lot of bottom feeders, but in terms of the play-in here, the Bulls, they're only a game back from Atlanta, so maybe they could catch them, and they have a good chance because their schedule, besides this Cavs game, which obviously, like I said, we will be going live for tomorrow night, it's pretty gettable. Like, I would expect the Bulls at worst to go 2-2 during this stretch, if not 3-1. Like, yeah, you'll probably lose to the Cavs, be double-digit underdogs in that game, but the Heat at home, Bulls have always played well against Miami. Expect them to win that one. The Wizards at home, chalk that up to a win, and then the Sixers, one of the most blatant tank jobs I've seen in NBA history. You're in Philly on April 13th, the last Sunday of the NBA regular season. So if the Bulls go 3-1 and the Hawks go 2-2 here, I mean, the Bulls might be playing in the freaking play-in tournament in the 7-8 game compared to the 9-10. But I do want to get you guys an updated look here at the lottery odds. So we are on Tankathon right now, and you guys see the Bulls have a 1.5% chance as it stands right now to land the number 1 overall seed. 7.7 to land in the top 4. But also, if you guys remember, the Bulls, they had a 1.7% chance to land Derek Rose. Maybe your dream at Cooper Flag is not dead just yet. But I say we spin this puppy and see how many times it takes for the Bulls to land Cooper Flag. Now, you obviously got the top 4, Utah, Charlotte, Brooklyn, and New Orleans up there. But the Bulls, they stay at the 12th spot on that first sim. And we'll just keep on chugging along here. See how many spins it takes to have the Bulls move up. Still 12 yet again. Toronto landing that. Utah, Bulls 12 again. So hopefully we're getting all this bad luck out of the way. And then Philly moves up to 2. Toronto up to 1. Bulls still at 12. We might be here for a while, folks, so we'll see. Bulls sticking at 12 again. No good luck here just yet. We can keep on spinning. Sticking at 12 again. Tankathon not showing us any love today. We'll just keep on going here. Sticking at 12 again. Can we at least get to the top 8 by now? I mean, come on. Still no movement for the Chicago Bulls. I mean, listen, I told producer Dylan, we're spinning this till we get the number 1 pick, so we'll keep on going here. We can just start flying through these. All right, we're going to have to spin again. San Antonio getting the number 1 pick would be ridiculous. Bulls 12 again, though. Bulls 12 again. Bulls 12 again. Bulls 12 again. Again. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, fellas. We can't even crack the top 10. Tankathon showing the Bulls no types of love. I mean, you guys see the movement up top, but that's all right. We fell down to 13, so there's a little bit of movement. All right, we're going until we get top 10 here, Dylan. We just got to get some good luck heading our way. Yep, there it is. Cooper Flag. What was that, about 18 spins, 20 spins? But that's what we want to see on draft night. I'm not going to lie. I thought we were going to be here for a couple of hours just spinning that Tankathon simulator. But let's talk about 2 guys that aren't going to be top 5 picks. I guess they could potentially be top 5 picks, but they won't be the first pick. And the first one we'll talk about here is Khaman Maluach. This guy is an absolute stud, 7'2" from South Sudan. Really saw his impact during the March Madness tournament. Great at protecting the rim. Really reminds me of like a Clint Capella-esque big where he is a great lob threat. can also protect the rim at a very, very high level. And I think that archetype of center, if the Bulls are planning on building around Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Modest Buzelis, I would want that rim protecting, lob threat center. But also there could be another guy, Derik Queen, hit that game winner against Colorado State off going left off his right foot, fading away. It was a nasty move. This guy kind of reminds me of Sengun. Very skilled at the center position. I mean, he's even getting Jokic comparisons for a little bit. Also, I've seen DeMarcus Cousins comparisons for Derik Queen. I think this guy's an absolute freak. 6'10", almost 250 pounds. I like his swagger. I like his demeanor, and I think he could develop. Even though it only says 1.9 assists per game right here, I think he could be a 4 or 5+ assist guy in the NBA. And plus, if the Bulls want to run that up and down pace with Josh Giddey, Derik Queen could be a great option where if you do have to slow it down in the half court, he could kind of stand at the top of key, great at dribble handoffs, great at turning that corner, getting to the rim. So Maluach, Derik Queen, those are my top two guys for the Bulls in terms of just draft targets if it's not obviously, Cooper Flagg or one of these top guys. But speaking about that number one pick, it took us about 18, 20 tries to land the number one pick. But if you guys want the Bulls to land Cooper Flagg, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon, like today's video. We got to get all the good vibes we can heading in the Chicago Bulls direction. So if you guys could, hit that thumbs up icon on today's show. Now we'll deep dive into the Bulls-Hornets game from yesterday afternoon where Kobe White was absolutely fantastic. But before we do so, I want to give a massive shout out to today's presenting sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. Now if you guys download the PrizePicks app today and plug in that promo code CLNS, you guys will get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the PrizePicks app today. Plug in that promo code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Now, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least two players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. Now, with the Cubs and White Sox, their season's really ramping up right now. If you guys want to make those games a little more interesting, put your baseball knowledge to the test, PrizePicks is a great way to do so. And that man on the Cubs, Kyle Tucker, he's been on a heater as of late. So I'd suggest putting him in all of your PrizePicks lineups this week. But hey, download the PrizePicks app today. Plug in that promo code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download that PrizePicks app today. Plug in promo code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. But massive shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring today's show. Got that link for you guys in the comment section and description of today's show. But shout out to PrizePicks. Run your game. All right, let's talk about it. Bulls dismantled the Hornets yesterday afternoon, as they should. They didn't have LaMelo Ball, extremely beat up. I mean, the Bulls just kind of did what they needed to do. But honestly, if I had to give best performance of the year by a single Bulls player, it might have came last night, and that was Kobe White, or last afternoon. 37 points on 16 shots. He was absolutely fantastic. He was just kind of having his way with any coverage the defense gave him, any look that he was presented. He found the answer very, very quickly, using his body in the lane. And then when he did have his open looks from downtown, cool, calm, and collected, shooting with confidence, 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. And the one thing about Kobe, and I heard Bill Simmons and Ryan Russillo talk about this, is in terms of evaluating these guards nowadays, I think we have to be a little more patient and almost treat them almost like quarterbacks, because the looks they're getting in the NBA compared to what they're getting, whether that's the G League or in college, it is so much more complex than people can imagine. I can really see that development with Kobe White, where it's like, hey, if they're hedging the screen, he knows what to do. If they're running some extreme drop coverage like they were yesterday, he knows how to attack that. But I think just him seeing reps over and over and over again, that's why in the month of March, especially in the second half of these years where Kobe's really taken off, it's just him getting more information and him reacting at just a quicker level than what he did 2 years ago. But Josh Giddey, almost another triple-double, playing great basketball as of late. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists from Giddey yesterday, 7 of 13, just very efficient as well. Now, he hasn't been shooting the three-point ball too well over the last month, actually. He was on a heater post-All-Star break. Then over the last couple of weeks, kind of see him come back down to reality. But still, he's so good at just getting his teammates open shots. And, I said this on a show recently, but, his ability to find the shooter's pocket is, I think, the best in the NBA. When he is dishing it out to whether it's Herter, Kobe White, Patrick Williams, it's in the shooter's pocket automatically, and all they have to do is go and just rise up and hit a jump shot. So massive shout out to Josh Giddey yesterday. Patrick Williams, though, saw some life out of him, which was fantastic. Saw some energy out of him, which is stuff you love to see. 15 points, 3 boards, 0 assists. The one gripe I have about Patrick Williams, this guy should be averaging 5, 6, 7 rebounds a game. I don't care if he's only getting 20 minutes a night. He is that good of an athlete. Like, incredibly long wingspan, incredible jumper, and just a leaper at the forward position. Like, he should be a 7 rebound a game guy, at least. Like, and we even saw Modest Buzelis come in being a great rebounder. Who, yeah, he's a little taller than Patrick Williams, but the athletic ability is there for both those guys. I think it comes down to the want to with Patrick Williams. But I loved him staying aggressive within the flow of the offense. I still want him to hunt out his jump shot just a little bit more. But the rookie yesterday kind of had more of a condensed role. Modest Buzelis did, but he had 10 points, 4 boards, 1 assist, 4 of 8 from the field, and 2 of 3 from downtown. I loved his performance, just because mainly Bulls didn't really ask him to do much yesterday. They asked him to be an elite defender, which he was. I mean, he is fantastic on that side of the floor. And really, I still see a lot of Evan Mobley in his game. Now, people kind of get on me about that, just because they don't think Modest is going to be the defender that Mobley is. I think he will be. He's a freak athlete. He has that dog. He has the want to on that side of the floor, which I think is so huge in terms of developing at the next level in the NBA. But I was very pleased with him. But, hey, story of the game, Kobe White, he was fantastic. 37 points on 16 shots. It's just rare to see in the modern-day NBA. But if you guys made it to the end of today's show, hit me with a C red down below in the comments section. Again, friendly reminder, we will be live tomorrow about 15 minutes before tip-off. So tune in then. We'll see you guys next time. As always, go Bulls.